What's up, friends, foes, subbies? Today is Monday, Love and Hip Hop, New York. I think this is episode number 4. Not sure. I'll correct myself on the title. Um, you guys, if you haven't noticed, there are sometimes I do these reviews and I get names mixed up, all types of stuff mixed up. Excuse me, because I'm not a pro at this, and it's really hard for me to remember things, especially when I don't jot them down. So lately, I've been writing everything down. Today's episode started off with what I believe to be Jen and Rocky. I missed the first 4 minutes, which probably didn't even matter. But anyways, Jen and Rocky are talking, boring conversation, and basically, um, I really like the fact that Rocky mentioned the whole religion thing, as far as Jen having a child out of wedlock with someone who is Muslim, you know. I'm glad that she brought that up, but whatever. Um, Now we go to Joe and Tahiri, the best couple in the world, right? Hip hop's best couple. Move over, Beyonce and Jay. Anyways, yeah. So Tahiri meets up with Joe as he's sitting in church, and basically, it seems like she's on his dick, like because she's constantly showing all her emotions. Like she's showing that she loves him. She's telling him that she loves him, and she's not getting the same feedback from him, in my opinion. For instance, he was like, "We have two things in common. We both love me, and we want to see me do good." And she's like, "Yeah, I do love you." And I'm just like, "You look so stupid on camera right now," but that's just my opinion. I mean, I've done the same thing, and I can't see when I'm doing dumb shit, but people do call it out. Lesson learned. When she watches herself on TV, she's going to see how dumb she looks. Now, we go to Cons and Jen. Boring. This, for me, and you guys are probably going to get sick and tired of me doing the same shit every time I talk about consequence, because I'm actually starting to get a little used to his teeth, and I think they suit him. I think he kind of looks good with his big old teeth, you know? He's doing it. And he's really confident with them teeth, so I guess that's why I'm kind of like okay with them now. But basically, when Consequence is sitting on the couch, right, just chilling, and then Jen walks in, and then he's just like, ugh, here we go again with my favorite. Kaden's sleeping. Kaden's sleeping. Right? I can't talk with them, and I tell you this all the time. But yeah, I had to bring out that prop, and I don't care. I will do that throughout the whole season because his teeth are just another character. Okay? So anyway, basically, I thought that was so fake when he was like, shh, the baby's sleeping. And then they start having the loudest conversation about his religion, and basically that's all they talk about is his religion. And basically, did I say basically like 5 times in a row? My bizad. But anyway, he wants her to meet up with his mentor, and his name is Aman Bilal or something, so they could talk about his religion and turning the house into a Muslim house. Really, really, really boring, right? And this is only the beginning, so I'm like, damn, if it's this boring now, like, how much more can I take? Because you would assume that they would want to start it off with a bang to keep the viewer interested, but really they didn't. Now off to Olivia and Rich. Thank goodness that was only, yeah, this is the only time I see Olivia in the episode, thank the Lord. Um, Obviously, her and Rich do what they do best, argue about Erica. So yeah, I'm glad that throughout the argument, Rich did tell Olivia that her reputation is basically one of someone who thinks that they are above and beyond and the best. And basically, yeah, he told her, you think that you're better than everybody and blah 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 blah. And then she was just talking shit about Erica, and she's like, I've been your artist, and you're not really, paying attention to me like I should be paid attention to, maybe because you're fucking Erica. Like this same typical argument. I don't have it word for word because I really didn't give a fuck. So yeah, you guys, you might say, why are you doing reviews then? Well, I'm doing reviews because I want to. And not only that, I don't like starting something and not finishing. So after this whole season is over, you probably won't see me do another review because this is not my cup of tea. It just isn't. Okay? Now, Mendici and Yandy go to the doctor with the baby, and the poor baby has some kidney issues and needs surgery. That was the real moment out of this reality TV. Because, Yandy looked pretty sad and she was crying and I felt bad and stuff. Real moment. Then we go back to Jen and Consequence. Um, they arrive at his mosque and she's dressed in the traditional Islamic attire for women and um, yeah, with a ton of makeup on, which I don't think Islamic women do. I don't think they do that, but whatever. Um, and they're discussing baby Caden and him growing up as a Muslim, and of course Jen starts to cry. Sorry. Okay, now we back to Mendici and Yandy, and they basically decide to go ahead with the surgery for the baby. And I did say that scene with them talking about the baby was like the realest and everything because she was crying. But me personally, I don't know how I could be able to be dealing with such a serious situation and have the camera like, a few inches from my face. Like, she's over here crying and trying to cry all cute. Like, how girls try to cry cute, and it's just like, man, I cry ugly. Like, especially when I'm really crying, I'll be like, ugly. She was like, and Mendici's like, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Sometimes I be thinking he's a little slow. Although he's cute, he does seem a little slow. At least he talks slow. And she's just, doing her little crying and stuff. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Um, I'm just saying, I don't know how two people could be going through something so serious regarding their newborn baby and be able to have the camera in their face. I'd be like, yo, listen, I understand we're doing this for TV and whatnot, blah, 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 but get that shit out of my face. Or go a little further. I know they probably used the Zoom or whatever, but that camera was all up in their face. And I didn't like that. And, yeah. And I really can't judge them because they do have a contract. And by law, I guess you have to show whatever the hell, but that ain't really true because if you guys watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, that white lady Kim, she has a contract to be on the show, but then she got in an argument with the chicks and she's no longer on it. So I think that there's a limit to what you want to share and what, I don't know, whatever, fuck these people. I just like watching the show. So now we go to Rocky and Jen. Rocky and Jen go to a club where Rocky spins at, because Rocky's a DJ, right? So it just so happens Tahiri and Rashida I was about to call her Thunder. I don't know why. Rashida are at the club. And of course, they go over to Jen and they're sitting and they're chatting. And Rocky comes over. Rocky and Tahiri get into it. They're doing the tit for tat, back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Reliving the whole Joey situation at his crib. And Miss Redhead, Rashida, she decides to throw her 2 cents in when she doesn't even know Rocky. She admits to not ever meeting her and not knowing her, but yet she's talking shit about her. Maybe you're talking shit because of what you heard from Tahiri, but really you have no place. And that's just my opinion. I don't even understand why she's on the show, because Rashida, we never talk about you. It's always about Tahiri and Joe and Rocky. It's just like the show might as well just be Tahiri and Joe, because even when we're not talking about Joe and Tahiri, somehow, some way, another couple happens to talk about Joe and Tahiri. It just, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't get this shit, this whole thing. Everything is just so scripted, and it's just annoying to me. It's very annoying to me. Basically, yeah, so they're arguing back and forth, and Rashida tells Rocky that she is an industry pussy, and she had a lot of balls for saying that, because if I was Rocky, I would have bust that bitch in her fucking head. Like, I don't understand how these chicks allow each other to talk to each other like that. This would have been Bad Girls Club, for real. Guys, this episode was very boring, so excuse me for not, like, I'm repeating to you what I saw with my 2 eyes. So if you find this video to be boring, don't blame me. Blame, what's VH1? So, yeah, basically, and I say basically too many times in this video, because this whole thing is blah, 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 boring. So Jen is in the middle, looking like an airhead, as the two go back and forth, and I'm starting to fall asleep. And Rocky ends up getting up and leaving with her glass of champagne, and Jen follows behind her. And Rocky's like, yeah, we could go drink at my house. I guess she left because the heat was getting too hot for her. She was getting burnt. Now we're back to Yandy and Mendici. Yay, the baby got out of surgery. Okay. And I'm not trying to be rude, but initially when I saw that baby on the first episode, I was just like, wow. Hi. You have a baby. Congratulations. But now that baby is actually turning out to be pretty cute. That baby just is cute as hell. You guys, you gotta understand, a lot of newborns don't come out to be the cutest things. They look like prunes, and they just are not cute, you know? I don't think I was cute. I was a bald-headed baby. Like, after a while, you grow into yourself, and then you start to be, you know, adorable. And that's what their baby is now. Adorable. So yeah, they're talking about the baby surgery. They're happy. Da 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 da. Mendici says he wants to have another baby. He wants to have a baby girl. And of course, Yandy says, we need to be married. Okay. Boom, boom. Now we're back to Rocky. Rocky's sitting in the studio looking like somebody's grandma and granddaughter all in one. Because her hairdo, half up, half down, and the bifocals, I don't know. She just didn't look cute to me at all, you know. But that's just my opinion. Again, it's my video, my opinion. And yeah. And basically, and I keep saying basically, damn, son. That's getting on my nerves. When I start to repeat, like, words, that means I don't know what to say. Because this episode was just that whack. Like, wasn't as whack as the second episode, but it's like the first episode was pretty good. Second one, whack as fuck. Third one, pretty good. Fourth one, whack as fuck. That's how I know now if this is the fourth episode, because this one's whack. In that order. Yeah. So they basically, okay, they are talking about the incident from the party, the club, and yeah, Rocky decides that she wants to start working with Jen on the radio, so they could, collab. Yawn again. I'm really making myself yawn now. Hold up. Sorry. Alright. Joe and Tahiri. Tahiri's thirsty ass. Thirsty big ass. I had to add that. She has a big old booty. She goes over to Joe's house with a drug test, and, I don't know if she's his parole officer or what, but yeah, she wants him to take the drug test. I don't know why the hell she cares if he's on drugs, because that's not her man. It's not her baby. That's just an ex that you claim to not even be cool with, but I guess you're doing it for TV. So yeah, her and Joe are talking back and forth. He's telling her to take the test. She's telling him to take the test. Then he says that he'll take the test if she cooks for him. And she's like, okay. And they're flirting, touchy-feely. She's, tip drilling her booty to the side and lifting her legs up in the air. She that whole flirtatiousness was just making me want to throw the fuck up. And where the hell is his girlfriend? I want to know. Where are you? Because this would not be going down at all. So yeah, he decides he's gonna take the test, and yeah, she basically is gonna cook for him, I guess. Next and last, thank the Lord, Rich is at the studio, and he's waiting on another producer by the name of Bird. He's waiting for Bird to come meet up with Erica, and Bird does not show up. I guess he heard Erica sing, and yeah. Yeah, so anyway, the reason why Bird did not show up, according to Rich Dallas, is that Erica basically played one of his productions and whatever. I guess he let her listen into a song and she thought it was whack, and therefore he does not want to work with her. But me personally, I feel like Erica has no say-so in anything. Like, she's not very talented, so she should not be judging other people on their work. Yeah. But yeah, the episode ends with the usual Erica and Rich arguing, and Erica basically acting like she doesn't need him, and he says to her, good luck with your career, and the episode is over. Thank you. Although this episode was pretty whack, I might add. Very, very whack. The next episode seems to be much more on the entertaining side. Yeah, I seen that dish that Tahiri cooked for Joe. It looked blazing. I'm about to say blazing. Yeah, it looked blazing. Alright? And some of you youngins don't know, but blazing originated back in the early 90s. And that was the best word ever. Like, if a guy said I was blazing, oh my gosh, I thought I was on top of the world. Damn, she blazing. Ooh, y'all not gonna understand, but anyway. Yeah, they used to call me blazing back in the day. Yeah, so yeah. Erica There was a little snippet with Erica singing in the studio, and I was like, damn, bitch. Not bad, bitch. I kind of like it. I really, really like it. But that was just a snippet. I didn't hear the whole song. So I'm just giving you a little bit of credit, Erica. You sounded pretty good in the studio. And this might be the juiciest part in the clip that I just saw for next week. Jen, the pen, the little crybaby that's always crying to Consequence, gets into an argument with Rocky. Yay! It looks so cool. Yeah, but that looks like about to be like the only juicy part in the episode. But yeah, you guys, thank you for hanging around for 20 minutes and 51, 52, 53 seconds. And yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow for Bad Girls Club. That I cannot wait for. I know that's gonna be really good. And let me just end this video with this. If you were listening, I'm gonna put this a little louder. If you were listening to the background music in the beginning of the video, this song right here has got to be the most illest, deepest song, the deepest rendition of Take My Breath Away. And I love it so much that I have to make a music video for it. It's going to be a really, really crazy video because I just been thinking about start to finish, like what I'm going to do. And I need my sister in this one. My baby sister has to be in this video. And my famous cousin Al Wow that I have in all of my little skits and movies. Yeah. I'm just happy that I got to see him that night. Deep as shit. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. God willing. God bless. Peace.